You are now at the brew spot with the Brewfessionals.
It's the Brewfessionals, baby.
Big Brewfessionals.
Get out your book sack, buddy.
Yeah.
You back.
You back.
And we welcome you back. We appreciate y'all for stopping by the brew spot.
Skirt.
All esteem to YAHUAH.
All esteem to YAHUAH.
Welcome to the brew spot. I'm your host. It's your favorite beloved YAHUAH.
It's your favorite And all your co-host Script Club. Woo! A 613 split it ass. All esteem to YAHUAH.
All esteem to YAHUAH.
And I'm your co-host, Mish Pat, Burn 'em Up Mish.
Burn 'em up, Mish.
All esteem to YAHUAH.
All esteem to YAHUAH.
2 muscles up. Hashtag 2 muscles up, man. For all the big brew support. We appreciate all the big brew support.
Appreciate it.
Shout out to Big Bro Luz.
Shout out.
He a doctor on the ones and twos.
Shout out.
Hey. We want you to go check out playbacksound.com. Not only is the sound quality, it's also
in your budget.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what we talk about. So man, next time you go get on the internet and you begin to move your fingers, make sure you hit that playbacksound.com. See, I ain't really gotta spell it out for you. You can understand that. I know we talking to the sharpest knives in the drawer. Okay then, I'm just gonna assume that because I know. If you also for your music needs, man, go to mindcultureforever.com.
Yeah.
Hey man, if you're looking for a mental treat, something out the snack, out the vending machine, a whole depot.
Yeah.
Whole depot of truth.
Whole
You know what I'm saying, man?
Whole depot.
Go visit the Wave 613.
Costco of truth.
Yeah, lifeguard always on duty.
On duty.
Yeah, always on duty. Hashtag lifeguards. If you just look mad. If you're just looking for a real tsunami. Real tsunami of flavor. So you gotta let me get out of there. Get out of there. Go to C13splash.com.
Splash.
Split it ass.
Split it ass.
Man, make sure you go there, man. Now the subject matter we're gonna be talking about today, I know that I don't really mean to take them out the funk. We done hyped them up.
Yeah.
I done hyped you up to put you in a serious mode.
They turned.
Yeah, they really is. Okay, now I done gave you a little minute to prepare your little YAHUAH. Hopefully you're ready. I did a little talk on the intro, okay? So I hope you're ready. Okay. You know, the subject matter that we're going to talk about today, I know sometimes it seems simple, how we start out things, and then y'all know we going right into the perspective, then it turns to something like, wow.
Facts.
See, that's your whole perspective.
That's a fact.
Always over the top. You know what I'm saying? What that is, Proverbs 24/7.
Okay.
Knowledge is too noble for a fool.
Ooh.
Is that Proverbs or Ecclesiastes? We're going to check it out. That's probably going to be my mental chip, so I can go ahead and give y'all that one at the end. You feel me? Yeah, you feel me? Proverbs or Ecclesiastes. I know it's 24/7 though.
It's 24/7.
First, first segment script, second segment, burn them up.
You know.
Then I told y'all I ain't gonna say that jingle no more till I come up with my own jingle, but it gonna be a mental moment. Y'all already know, so I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna just till I come up with my own jingle. I ain't using them folk jingle. Y'all know we too, bro. You know, it's too flavorful over here to use somebody else thing that's been used up.
Too brutal.
And then we gonna be talking about persecution. Persecution. Okay, so preparing the heart for persecution, that's what we're going to be talking about. Okay, so we're going to get into it soon we open up. Y'all already know, man. Appreciate everybody, man.
Yeah.
You are now at the brew spot with the Brewfessionals.
It's the Brewfessionals, baby.
Yeah. Mind culture. Gotta get your mind right, young. I know. Yeah. You better man up. You gotta man up. It's time to man up. You're running out of time, young fella. You better man up. You gotta man up. It's time to man up. You're running out of time, young fella. You better man up. You gotta man up. It's time to man up. You're running out of time, young fella. It's time to man up. You gotta man up. You better man up. Cause you're running out of time, young fella. I was a younger one, trust me, I understand. So far from a perfect man, but we can achieve it. You know it for certain, man, when you a working man. They always scream death is promise. I answer back, so is life. Advise you to learn your rights. Click them internal lights. Beware of the clever type. I hear what you're saying, but what are you moving like? Snake and lion don't move alike. Don't take this, you got it like it be some type of fright. I just wait till the timing right. A soldier for y'all. Come to that, ain't no variety. Righteous society. That serpent be taking them violently. That's why you should keep your sobriety. Man, I know the truth, you can't lie to me. I eat from the table, no bottom feed. Don't give me no hookup, I pay the fee. No matter the cards, just A to B. They ducking reality, claiming real. They drinking from bottles with broken seals. Them itchy palms don't mean a thing. See how tradition all in our genes? Apply what you know, then you'll understand. If it don't work, then it shouldn't stand. When it got hard, people ran. Just started waving like paper fans. Probably be known if you made a dance. Cooning for massa, hold out your can. Serial issue, they raising brands. Of those who would never give us a hand. You better man up. You gotta man up. It's time to man up.
You are now at the brew spot with the Brewfessionals.
It's the Brewfessionals, baby.
And I'm your host. It's your favorite out, beloved YAHUAH.
It's your favorite out. And I'm your co-host, Mish Pot. Burn 'em up, Mish.
Burn 'em up, Mish.
And on your co-host script flow, woo. 613 split it ass.
Split ass.
Yeah, man, yeah. Y'all already know. And that last song was a classic by our favorite out. You know what I'm talking about? Your favorite out. Everyone's favorite out. Beloved YAHUAH.
Oh, shit.
And it was that, you better man up.
Ooh.
That man up.
That man up.
Classico. And I ain't talking about the spaghetti sauce either.
But it's saucy.
But it's saucy. Facts. Okay, facts. Shout out to playbacksound.com. Shout out Big Lou's. Shout out Ear Doctor on the ones and twos. Shout out mindcultureforever.com for all your righteous needs. Shout out 613splash.com for all your righteous threads.
Shout out.
You know, shout out 613 Wave. The Wave.
Shout out.
Shout out, man, for all them big bowler man of chips. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out. And we got a little something else coming, but I ain't gonna talk about that. You feel me? Shout out that too. It's coming though. And y'all already know my section, you know what I'm saying? So today we talking about persecution. So the definition for persecution is hostility and ill treatment, especially because of race or political or religious beliefs. Okay?
Okay.
Now, blessed are those who are persecuted because of righteousness. That is why for Mashiach's sake, we should delight in weakness, in insults, and hardships, and in persecutions and difficulties. In fact, everyone who wants to live a righteous life in Mashiach will be persecuted. Because if they hated him, they also going to hate you too. Because you have no care for the world just as he did. And I got a little script too.
Ooh.
Okay? I got that 1 Peter 3:14.
Okay.
And it says, and if ye suffer for righteousness' sake, happy are ye, and be not afraid of their terror, neither be troubled. Neither be troubled. You gonna be persecuted. If you doing this, if you doing that law, they gonna hate you. They gonna hate you. I know y'all remember that from the song, from the tape. They gonna hate you now. But you know, count it all as joy.
Count it all as joy.
Count it all as joy.
Definitely. So we dealing with persecution.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And we all your favorite Akeem. Definitely the Brewfessionals. So, you know, definitely as Brewfessional script said the definition was it meant hostility and ill treatment.
Right.
Now, a person will look at you and think that because they didn't want to hear you, though you just told them what you told them, these rules wasn't uniting you back to me. You was like, these set of instructions are reconciling you back to the Creator. I never said this was about me.
Facts.
Or about us.
Facts.
Never said it. So the words are the guidelines that lead you back.
Right.
Why? Because you're going to need a navigator. Nobody does nothing without a GPS right now. If they gave you a MapQuest piece of paper, boy, a lot of people be lost.
Oh, they'll be hit.
It seems like a little go-kart spot. They be playing bumper cars out here. Boo-boo! It said turn right on the paper. They can't read and drive. It's crazy like that. You feel me?
Facts.
But so we need, just like that, you need a navigation system. Just as you was like, if he put you on a course to get to the kingdom reading the MapQuest, meaning that we've been reading the scripts, right? We'll all be playing bumper cars. Look how we doing it. Everybody got their own personal beliefs, everything. We playing bumper car. Boom, crash, boom, crash, boom, crash. We all bumping heads. That's what the Ruach for, because it moves it in order. Feel what I'm saying? It's the whole thing that navigates it. You got to let it give the instructions. Turn right at your next right. Quarter mile till you get there.
Facts.
You don't know that. You know, you got to keep your eyes on the road.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You see how man had to understand that? Man, every man can't drive and read at the same time. But every man can drive and listen. Feel what I'm saying? If you paying attention to your road, you can't crash. You got something right there in your ear saying, quarter mile up here. There it is. That's your destination. But see, people don't believe that that's real. But then guess what they say? Something told me. So you're going to get persecuted for listening to that voice. Because you're going to sound crazy.
Right.
Oh, he said he hit. Why you think they said they clinically labeled this crazy when you hear voices in your head? So why do everybody say something told them this? Did they not hear it in their head out? So we all must be clinically crazy. That's what they all saying. Okay, count me in. I hear the Ruach right there in my head. Yes. So definitely we're gonna make a decision like that. If he deals privately, if he doesn't deal with everybody, then he deals privately with who he deal with. But it's out in the front because the servant is the one who's in the front.
Right.
He's like the ventriloquist. He just got his hand in your back. And he moving your mouth, but it's really his voice.
Right.
And people can't see that. Why? Because they was reading the words and it was all nice. For G-O-D love the world. You feel me? That's the scripture you want to go to.
Right.
You feel me? So that's what they want to do, but they didn't know he had a soul.
Right.
So when you came in there and said, oh yeah, for YAHUAH loved the world that he gave his only begotten son, that who shall believe in him shall not perish but have everlasting life. But let's go see who the world is.
Okay.
Now see, that's what makes people mad. I pray for the world but not them. But those who are dying are mine, and those who are mine are dying.
Thanks.
But then you gotta rewind, recount. And he say Israel, world without end.
Right.
Without end.
So that's how. So world could mean. Oh, so you mean world could mean other places, but you got a third world country? Like that's hard to believe. No, whose mind playing tricks on them? No, we're not stupid. We're not silly with it. We're just not naive to believe, a trillion different stories. I'm just gonna stick to one.
Right.
See, this is what YAHUAH do. He stick to the straight, solid story, and he said this is why you're gonna be persecuted, because you're gonna say it's only one way to get to the kingdom. Get ready for everybody to say you a liar, because they gonna say all ways are ways to heaven. Get ready for them to get mad, because it's gonna be all type of false prophets out there. You gonna look like you the fakest one,
Right.
because you ain't out there. Voila.
Trying to poof something.
I see 8,000 coming right now to my bank account. That ain't not magic. That's stupidity. Somebody said, yeah, he definitely said. I had it and now it's in his hand. Or maybe it's somebody in there with his money throwing it at him to compel others to throw the money too. It's all a scheme.
That's a fact, dog.
You're going to be persecuted because you talk against those things. Get ready. Get ready because you called the church house a brothel. Get ready. Because it's, in fact, it is. We not saying because he doesn't dwell anywhere that were built with man's hands.
Facts.
You can take Yahuwah everywhere. We don't need that building to invite my brother. I ain't so scared of my brother if he's a believer.
Right.
If you say come as you are, why can't I come to your house?
Facts.
If I can come as I am.
Why we gotta meet up here?
Yeah, right here in this building.
Facts.
You smart, boy. You smart.
We gotta meet at the club.
You smart. So if it's family, you invite them in the house. Go to the law. What was everything placed? In the house. Even when the Passover. What did the destroyer pass over? The house. Which means nobody was at the church house, Aki. When we gonna see everybody ran to the church?
Still looking for it.
And he's the Most High that says he never changes.
Facts.
So if you never seen nobody run to a church and the whole temple was broke down, so that to make sure you wasn't going to church,
Facts.
because that was the only valid place where you can go esteem the Most High, and it be credible. Because didn't Mashiach whip them up out of there?
Facts.
So now that the people are the temple, can't you see why he had to whip them now? Because they was turning the house of Yahuwah into a house of merchandise. Are not everybody selling to us?
That's a fact.
Where you see the dead, you see them vultures.
Facts.
Well, you see, cause we dead, we sleep. They can tell us anything and we believe it. Because nobody out here standing up for this. Nope, we're gonna let you get mad. Cause he already said, prepare for it. That's what it's about. With the persecution, you're gonna get ill treatment because you trying to love on your people the right way by correcting them, telling them how to get better so that they can get in good standings with Yahuwah. And you're gonna get persecuted for that. Because everyone gonna say, no, that's not the way I can do it my way.
Facts.
He said, get ready. It gonna make your mama hate, everybody gonna hate.
Facts.
For the word's sake though.
Facts. For the
Hey,
word's
for
sake.
the word's sake.
You are now at the brew spot with the Brewfessionals.
It's the Brewfessionals, baby.
Yeah.
Burn them all, miss.
Brothers. For real. Yeah. It's your favorite eye. They coach. Yeah. Never leaning on my own. Never leaning on my own. I'm just leaning on the scripts. Yeah. Never leaning on my own. I'm never leaning on my own. Never leaning on my own. Just leaning on the scripts. Yeah. Never leaning on my own. Yeah. Understand? All I wear is work boots. Pain is what I work through. Yahuwah, who I work for. Started with them dirt poor. Level climbing top floor. Trying to beat my top score. Songs I'ma drop more and never take the props for. Trials help me jot more. Faith is on the outcome. Rather keep it solid, cut more chances on. Got none. Used to be some hot scum. Rest in peace the old me. Never blame the next month, cause my decisions on me. Mama cut a baby off. Guess I got too grown for it. Snakes finally running off, cause I done copped the lawnmower. I'm a straight Yahuwah fan. Made a brother new again. Went from sitting in the stands to dressing out and subbing in. All I'm doing giving thanks. Make me wanna pour a drink. Cheers to the future when the righteous are the highest rank. Devil looking super stank. The righteous are the super strength. Telling Israel go repent. I just wanna go to live on my own. Never leaning on my.
You are now at the brew spot with the Brewfessionals.
It's the Brewfessionals, baby.
And I'm your host. It's your favorite out, beloved dog.
It's your favorite up.
And on your co-host, Skill Flow. Woo! 613 split it ass.
Split ass.
Splat. And I'm your co-host, Mishpat, burn 'em up, Mish.
Burn 'em up, miss.
And you back at the brew spot with the Brewfessionals.
Back at it.
Hey, y'all know where we brewing that playback sounds, that PBS.
Sheesh.
You go check out all their services at playbacksounds.com.
Big fat, the real
The
PBS.
real PBS. And that song that just went off right there was Lean from that Fly 2.
Sheesh.
And you can go to mindcultureforever.com for all your righteous music.
Man,
Yeah.
lean on that Mind Culture Forever.
Lean on that mindcultureforever.com.
Lean on.
Go ahead, lean on it. And for all your righteous threads, urban service well, and some splash, you can go to 613splash.com. And then if you're looking for some more righteous content, you can go to theway613.com and you can check out the latest articles, Cares of the World, and the Origin of Folly Days Part 2.
Ooh, both fire.
Both
Emoji.
yeah.
All esteem to you.
Fire emoji.
Fire emoji.
Servant hands.
Servant head.
The hands.
The hands.
Fat. And now we gonna be going into my segment where I open up with a perspective. So in the world, we have been told before that whatever we decided to do in life, we should fully be dedicated to it, even denying ourselves to reach that goal, to achieve it. And all YAHUAH is asking for us to do the same thing, to deny ourselves to achieve righteousness, to deny everything we'll want to reach the kingdom. And that's all he's asking for us to do.
Hey, that was a cold angle,
All
man.
right. All right, though.
You got some more?
I was gonna let you
Hey, boy, scorch.
Scorch.
I'm give y'all the, I'm give you the what that boy that Crib Bourbon, like the 2-minute drill, he give him like the little 30-second drill.
Oh,
though.
man.
Okay.
Pac give him the 30-second drill.
Scorch them folks.
Burn them up.
bitch.
Yeah, man. But that's absolutely true.
That's a fact.
That's a great point, okay.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah, because literally that's all he was asking for. That's why you see when we make the point where we talk about how they love all these great black leaders
Right.
of the time. You know what I'm saying? Not taking no credit from them because the influence was needed to show that, you know, a man of color can be bold and stand up for what's right. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, what the things that you are saying gonna have to protect you too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now that's what we have to lean on. Now those are the chances we take. Those are the risks we take. Okay, because it's literally off of faith. But see, Mashiach saying, I laid my life down for this, so that you don't have to. Didn't every brother who they assumed died, this would disappoint them. They turned in their graves because they fought for this.
Right.
See, Mashiach also the same way. Died for this. He fought for this. He's saying, nah, you can live through this. You can live through these testimonies.
Right.
Meaning I can teach you how to avoid these things. When you go look at your forefathers, look what adultery did to them. Look what lusting after riches did to them.
Facts.
Look what all this stuff got them. You can actually begin to deny all of that so you don't have to deal in that manner.
Facts.
See, it's saying just get persecuted for this sake, not because you a real robber.
Right.
So you feel, just let me live this down.
Right.
No, they don't have to. If you're really out here robbing people. See, even the greatest example was falsely accused. He was falsely accused. He was falsely accused. But let's go check the records. Feel what I'm saying? See, nobody lives with you every step of your life.
Right.
But when they do see you, eventually the tree gonna bear fruit. It doesn't matter what you do inside. You cannot fool people just for years and years and years and years without it finally, poof, liar, deceiver, trickster, all of this stuff begins to pop up because now you have it. This is why he's saying, look at these folks and when they start. Now let's see what they do. They do with it. Because when a man put his hand on the plow, it told you from that moment on, didn't it? When YAHUAH was 30, he began his ministry. It said straight off the top. So when your hand hit the plow, you can't just back off and say, oh, I can keep messing, or I can just take some time off because Shawty was over here and I had to go deal with Shawty. No, husbandry fall in the same category as conservative and knowing how to deal, conservative and dealing with the land or the people.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Husbandry. with all the resources and the cattle. See, a woman is a resource, a very rich resource.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? She's not. That's why it compares her to things that are rare, that are in the minerals, because you got to dig through some trash to get that, to find this. You feel what I'm saying? So it's through the dirt, and then finally, boom. And now that stone could have been this big, but it's real. It's authentic. That's what YAHUAH looking for, that real authenticity. Now, persecution is going to prove that. Because even with a diamond, it's not found, and it doesn't look the way that it looks when you get it in a store. Feel what I'm saying? It's pressure.
Okay.
It's a lot of pressure. And then that's what gives it its shimmer, its glare, its real glow, the pressure. So with persecution, it's the pressure. That's what makes you precious. Because he can trust you under pressure.
Right.
He know you still ain't going to slide. Even if you ain't have a piece of bread sitting right there, you was still going to go do it for YAHUAH on an empty stomach. And you going to shine your face up and you going to go out there. Because you know what your master going to do? Feed you.
That's a fact.
Okay, we got an internet question from young YAHUAH.
Okay.
Okay.
On a faith base and knowing right from wrong, is that like your gut feelings, your inner instinct, or your conscience?
Okay, that was a good question, brother. Yeah, man, it is based on the internal. That's why you have to be pulled to the side to be dealt with, so that you can get a familiarity with the power that you're dealing with. Just as if let's say if somebody was doing an enchantment or something, they would need the presence of a power to come in for them to keep on doing those enchantments, to know that their enchantments are truly working, right?
Right.
So if somebody is praying and they're not looking for a real answer, that means that they only took their answer. See, when we pray, notice when people pray, they go, thank you. I know you heard my prayer. I got my answer. I'm about to go do it. So who did you hear say that fast? How do you knew that was his plan? He could have said no, clearly no, don't go out there and do that. We didn't stay long enough to hear it. So if we didn't stay long enough to hear him, because we got to know that this is the power. Now I have to go right back into it again. Because this is the power. Even for a king, you can't speak out of turn.
Right.
You cannot speak out of turn. So for the Most High, what he got to do? Stop to answer your question? Do you know how many questions hit his desk?
Eesh.
Is it even important enough for me to even answer? Did my mail even make it there? Have I been on my job to even ask him a question like this? Can I say I'm one of his favorites? See, that's what I'm saying. You know, when people say, yes, it's really, you won't be able to hear him and know that until you actually drawing near.
Right.
It's a faint voice first because he been talking to you your whole life, but you done got so far out there, he talking like this. Excuse me. It said his voice is like many waters. So when it was right here near you and you was near it, notice even the people when they was near it, they said, hey man, no, we don't want to hear that, man, lest we die seeing him, because they heard thunderings and loud sounds. They were like, oh no. So you can't get offended at that voice. That's a voice of authority. And then you got to find out how much passion you got for this.
Right.
See, if your little passion is so full that you got to speak with your loud voice because of the way it makes you feel and you're so happy about it, you got to know that when you near him, he's just as excited. But I'm not offended if I'm excited with you or Emma. If we're celebrating together, I'm not offended.
Right.
But when you celebrating, you just celebrating and I can't get in. Go ahead.
Second internet question to the Brewfessionals. This is from Baba Ifa Kolade. And how can all religion unite if they all believe in one God?
That's what they have. Well, they believe in. Facts. Just the God, but actually that's a broad term. But see, that's what they saying right there. See, if they all believe in that broad term, that's why they can't make it, because God is a broad term. When you say God, that means that whomever, you can say that only means a power. But what's specified is if you was in Islam, you would call your deity this. You know what I'm saying? You would call, if you was in a Buddhist, you would call your deity this. If you was in Hinduism, you would call your deity this. Okay, so that's not talking about one person. You feel what I'm saying? So when you saying God, that's just putting it all in a bubble and allowing everybody to call this one name so it's not disrespectful. But in order to get some respect, we're going to have to use these names, because names bring power. You know what I'm saying? Even again, when we talk about anybody doing anything, you gotta be able to speak it. Once you speak it and you see it manifest, now you know it's truth. You can't keep speaking and nothing happens. Now people gonna call this book spookism, saying that we believe in ghosts, because we think that something's gonna come clean out the cloud, swoop us, and take us to the place like we need to be catered to. No, you don't. You need to preserve yourself. Do what I tell you. You wouldn't have diabetes if you ate with this dietary law. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Big facts. But we're gonna go right into we're gonna get y'all know we're gonna act up, you feel me? For YAHUAH.
You are now at the brew spot with the Brewfessionals. It's the Brewfessionals, baby.
Just want you to know how I feel.
Tell me how you feel, baby.
How I feel.
Fact. Yeah. Brothers. For you. Hey, coach. I learned a law to be a true friend. Them times of trouble, that's your cute friend. Hey, that's your cute. I swim the deep, hey, that's the true thing. We going to YAHUAH made, now that's the proving. That's it, one trick. Hey, what you doing, man? I'm brewing. Man, I'm still brewing. Hey, what you doing, man? I'm brewing. Hey, man, I'm brewing. Hey, what you doing? I'm still brewing. Hey, I'm still brewing. Hey, what you doing? I'm still brewing. Yeah, you reach up, he lift up. I'm prepped up to step up. YAHUAH, my ruler, put foot down, no scooter. My systems, we Buddha, no isms, just truth. The righteous recruiter, no schisms, just proof. It's rhythm from heaven, his manner unleavened. My mental, the weapon, go get her, no begging. A servant, profession, a prize, possession. Don't know it, ask questions, move forward, confessions. I dust out, let's get right. Unstable, don't sit right. Good brother, I'm able. Attach the words like staples. It's Torah, I'm bout it. The kingdom, allotted. The path is trodden. The wicked, rerouted. This pain, I charge it. The made deposit. This narrow direction includes protection. YAHUAH, almighty, I'm serving that OT, the extra, sure. I learned the law to be a true friend. Them times of trouble, that's your cute friend. Hey, that's your cute. I swim the deep, hey, that's the true thing. We going to
You are now at the brew spot with the Brewfessionals.
It's the Brewfessionals, baby.
And I'm your co-host, Mish Pot. Burn 'em up, Mish.
Burn 'em up, Mish. And I'm your co-host, Script Flair. Woo! That's 613 Splitters.
It is. All esteem to you. And I'm your host. It's your favorite doc. Beloved dog.
It's your favorite doc.
Man, hey, man, I'm ecstatic. I'm ecstatic, man. You know what I'm saying? I feel great. You hear that? I'll stay to you. Oh yeah, man. Real persecution. Man, you gotta key. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. So, hey, the real PBS. We are the real PBS.
Yeah.
I know why these brothers grinded out too through their persecution too. You feel me? Shout out to PBS, man. Playback Sounds.
Shout out.
Man, go visit our brothers, playbacksound.com. Make sure you go visit.
Shout out.
For those right, what was the song? Forever Brewing? Man, y'all know, man. Y'all know who I'm the best candidate to say it. Forever Brewing. Forever brewing. It ain't no stopping. We brewing all the way to the kingdom. I hope you know it.
All these
I hope you
ways.
know it.
Brew out.
That right. Then we got the mindcultureforever.com for all your righteous music needs.
Yes, sir.
Most certainly shout out Young Digital, man, putting that thing together.
Shout out.
That who be running that thing, man.
Shout out.
You feel?
Digi.
Hey man. 613splash.com for the righteous threads. Then the wave 613, man, dive right in. .com. You know what I'm saying? .com, me, my boy.
Shout out.
You feel me?
Shout out.
They all got webbies. Don't
Shout
get
out.
caught up.
Oh God, what we still get.
Don't get caught up. Okay, so what we dealing with today is persecution.
Right.
Okay. Being that the reason why we shouldn't be so sensitive and so soft when we receive these things is because we was forewarned of what would take place before it even happened. He's like, look, man, that's why a righteous man is never offended, because he was forewarned already what he was gonna have to take for the sake of the words. When you go see every man in the scripts who actually accepted these words and took on the challenge, what happened to him? Man, he was mocked and laughed at. And people didn't understand the very valuable, the very importance of that servant that came out there to do that, because it was going to be the only way that the people get warned. Because if people don't understand that sharpness of them scriptures, as I told you, people always go to the more fluffy type of scripture. Throw a little sugar on it.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Well, YAHUAH calling you, hey, knew exactly what you were going to deal with.
Facts.
He knew exactly what you were going to deal with. You were going to deal with a stiff-necked, hard-head Israel. You were going to deal with a people who have no knowledge and understanding. They're going to bow down. They would rather bow down to dumb wood and stone. He's saying this. But that's why he's already telling you about them so that you don't go out there calling them stupid.
Right.
But see, a lot of people can't take this knowledge and say, oh, he talking about me. But see, when we read this thing, we were like, oh, yeah, that's talking about me. You feel what I'm saying? They're talking about me. He gonna deal with you first. It wasn't meant for him to tell you and now you go tell everybody else. No, it deals with you first. And then you are able to go out there. It makes you eligible to go out there and do that. Because how you going to tell somebody any advice about a situation you have never endured? You can't tell me nothing based on that. You are not, you're already discredited for that. You can't teach that. Just like if you go to a school and it's another nation teaching African American culture. If you have never lived a day of your life in the culture, you are not fit to teach that.
That's a fact.
You didn't get your shoes dirty. See, we talking from a perspective where we got our shoes dirty.
Fact.
That's why you're gonna get persecuted. Cause you got them little Nikes dirty. Them Nikes busted up. And you can't even throw these over the power line. You gotta wear them.
They seen you.
Yeah, them you. I'm just gonna change that garment, but then you. Yeah, then you. Holes and all.
Facts.
Because that's what you wanted to be seen in. He didn't tell you to go out there and do all that work. It said when they was in the wilderness 40 years out, none of their garments wore out. With YAHUAH, he even preserves the cotton on your back when he's in the presence. How did them shoes get wore out like that?
Sheesh.
You wasn't in the presence of YAHUAH. See, one thing about it, nobody's worried about that. It tells you all through the scriptures, it says that if you do what I command you, you won't be sick.
Right.
Somebody asked me the other day, they was like, so would you take medicine if you sick? I'm like, we don't get sick. All things to YAHUAH.
Facts.
So you wouldn't take it if you were sick. I'm like, I'm not going to speak that in my life. As you have heard me just said, I'm rebuking that.
Facts.
We don't get sick. All esteem to YAHUAH. Now let me give you a few scriptures. I gave him a few scriptures on the how he brings health and that he don't is no sickness in Yahuwah. It's only sickness when we deny his word. Right. He teaches you how to stay away from sickness. Literally. If you did the law, you would stay away from the things that are sick. Don't they be like these people? Sick. Facts. Stay away from sick people. And you won't be sick. Hey, that sin contagious. That thing contagious. It said bad company promotes bad habits.
Right.
Watch who you around. Your mama and your dad used to tell you that all the time. Watch the company you keep. That's still in the scriptures. They could have actually turned in the scriptures and showed you that. But he said a man can teach himself. No, he can't, because you had a father who was follyful, and he would not tell you the things that would condemn him or convict him. He would only tell you the things that'll make him look great in his son's eyes. Nah. That's why even YAHUAH say, nah, let me give you my version. I'm going to tell y'all his highs and his lows. Because that's his true life. Now, from the point when your sins was blotted out, when I said I ain't going to remember them no more because you promised to become a better man, even during the persecution and all this right here, you're going to become a better person. This is what I'm saying. This is all you have to do for me. Now, we act like this job is heavy. Literally, only thing he said was go out there and talk. Right. How is that heavy? I don't want to lose mama. I don't want to lose bro them. I don't want to lose my friend. I don't want to lose the money. What money? Well, you still stayed.
At the spot.
Somebody you don't want to lose no. What type of job you got?
Facts, man.
Like, this is all that a man wants from the world? From his life, his total existence. He just want an apartment and an auto job. Not speaking on nobody auto job. I'm not speaking on that. If that's a man who's using it as a stepping stone. But if you want to stay selling auto parts, facts, I am talking about you.
That's a fact.
Yeah, that shouldn't be your dreams and goals. Facts. You got to step it up, fam.
What?
Elevator goes up a little higher, fam. It's more jobs than that, fam. You can even create one.
All right.
Feel what I'm saying? But see, this is a job that's already created right here. To be a priest. See, because when you learn these words, that's what a priest job was. To tell, to be a light bringer. To bring the light to the people. To shine the light on the evildoers. And just because I'm talking, it's gonna automatically shine lights on the ones who are talking contrary.
Right.
Because I'm talking the law now. Somebody else who says the law is done away with gonna have to defend themselves.
Right.
Because I'm throwing a flurry of combos about the law. But he been in church with tambourines and one scripture here whole time.
Sheesh.
For God loved the world. He been on the same scripture the whole time. That's why. So now when we come in here with a flurry of them, you got to defend yourself. You got to throw your hands up at least. Feel me? So we get blocked on social media. He got a block button. He just got a block button.
Yeah. We do get blocked.
Hey, it's a block button. Kudos. But if you gotta block me, that means that you couldn't stand your ground. You're just a little emotional.
Facts.
You have to be able to control your spirit. You're going to take persecution for your doctrine. Didn't JC tell you that? You can't block me because you can't block me because I'm asking you a question. No, long as I'm asking a question that's towards my salvation, I think it's very important you answer me. Very important. You can't keep my salvation away from me if you're the doorkeeper. If you're the doorkeeper, you're going to keep it away from me, though I'm asking. But it says right here that your master says that if I knock, I can enter. And if I do ask, I can receive. So why am I asking his servant and I can't receive an answer? Why haven't you opened the door for me yet?
Sheesh.
You're not looking like your master.
You're not a good servant, man.
You're blocking me. You're blocking the door, and I'm only asking about the master.
Sheesh.
You want me to ask for you?
Ooh.
You're not it.
Sheesh.
You're not it. I promise you. You're not it. We're gonna take the persecution for saying you're not it.
You're not it.
You gotta let the people through the door. That's what a health. That's what a health at.
Facts out.
You know what I'm saying? That's what the knowledge. That's what the wisdom and understanding at. You gotta let them through the door so they can eat themselves. Who gonna feed the flock? Who gonna water the flock? Y'all gonna keep holding these scripts from them, and Yahuwah gonna keep on revealing it to us, and we gonna keep on shining the light on these crabs, these wolves, these vipers, these hypocrites, and all these extortioners, these lawyers, these so-called people that definitely call themselves lawyer law only. Facts. Okay, lawyer.
Oh,
We exposing
lawyer.
you too. He said, woe to them too.
Facts.
Oh,
So you got to take persecution for your doctrine.
Facts.
You got to take persecution for your doctrine. Don't be so short-winded. Come on, don't be so soft.
Facts.
Come on with it.
come on now.
Come on with it.
You are now at the brew spot with the Brewfessionals.
It's the Brewfessionals, baby.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, coach. Brothers. For real. The classic. Like that. Yeah. Yeah. People downplay YAHUAH, but they know they ain't ready for 'em. They can follow you in a lot, but they truth they ain't ready for 'em. Yeah. People dying every day, that's some proof people can't ignore. Yeah. They can follow you in a lot, but they truth they ain't ready. Hey, YAHUAH Almighty. He told me to be mighty. Yeah, this is his body. You know I'm keeping it tight. That's 613. Just keeping my oath. I'm loyal to YAHUAH. I gave him my life. So full I'ma move. That's 613. Good scripts on hand. I caught a lot of them bands. Spend a few and I'm out. But I'm never keeping count. All of this Bruce says. Never talking fall out. I ain't tripping about the cost. I treat the struggle like a law. We do. So comfy with YAHUAH. Walk around any grippers. On my house coat flake. Yeah, you ain't on the whiskers. Young man out of wish. YAHUAH raised a militia. Try to start it from the ground. Now it's all in the picture. Stay away from a hill. Too blessed for a pistol. Won't like where you at. You know I know the connect. But you know it ain't cheap. Though it cost me nothing. Gave up everything, and that mean that.
You are now at the brew spot with the Brewfessionals.
It's the Brewfessionals, baby.
And I'm your co-host, Mish Pot, Burn 'em Up Mish.
Burn no more, Mish. And I'm your co-host, Script Flow. Woo. 613 split it ass. I'll stick to YAHUAH.
Man, all the sting to YAHUAH. Okay, we're gonna give you a rundown on the little last part. Get on about here. Now we're gonna get about here real quick though. You feel me? I know y'all like to listen to a little bit and get all the way down to the mountain chip. You know what I'm saying? Gonna snack it out. Cause we definitely give you what you need.
Girl.
Now that's what we're gonna be. 3rd through the 6th of May, Brewlando. Shout out to Dante. Man, gotta hit the brethren. We're gonna be down there fun brewing in the sun. Brewing in the sun. You know, it's always fun to brew. We find love and joy in this law. Feel me?
Brewing in the sun.
So we got what's that? May 18th. May 18th, the Brew Awards, Hebrew Awards, Memphis, Tennessee. We got that June 7th and the 8th. James 1 and 1 conference. Oh, we got Austin. Yeah, for the for Pentecost.
Ooh.
Yeah. Boy want to tab us in.
Pentecost.
Okay, shout out to Greg.
Shout out to Greg.
Yeah, 7 and the 8, James 1 and 1 conference. Shout out to our key big William Brown, man.
Shout out.
Man, we gotta give you a Hebrew name, Major. Man, you don't get one, we gonna name you, Key.
Yeah.
Give me big up.
Ace out there.
We got What that is, August? Shreveport, 3rd. August 3rd, Shreveport.
Facts.
Back down, but show be a brew out.
Facts.
Show gonna be a brew out there, man. Shout out to Shreve, second home.
Man, shout out
You
to
it,
Shreve.
you it.
Shout out to the
Facts.
And we're
Shout out
gonna,
Shreve.
and we're gonna end this thing with a good amount of chip. Okay,
Okay.
good amount of chip. That's Proverbs 24:7.
Ooh.
Okay,
24/7.
24:7. Okay, wisdom is too high for a fool. He openeth not his mouth in the gate. Now you see how offensive that is if you soft.
Facts.
But see, people bypass that scripture because you know what they say? They ain't talking to me.
He's talking to you.
When somebody told you that the script said this, and you said, I don't see that. I don't hear that. This is what it's saying. Wisdom is too high. It's too noble for a fool. YAHUAH words. He openeth not his mouth in the gate. A man like that cannot open his mouth in the gates. Okay?
Facts.
Who cannot get this? If the words are over your head, you just can't see it. It's just too noble.
Just too noble.
It's just too noble. Sheesh.
Bullet.
You are now at the brew spot with the Brewfessionals.
It's the Brewfessionals, baby.